Catie, I'm glad you made it in one piece.
Thank you.
You are coming off a fantastic show at the Bell House a
know.
couple weeks ago, which I was at.
It was super fun.
Super fun. Mo Rocca, Robert Smigel, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, he was there. Lin-Manuel Miranda. We've had so many incredible shows. People ask me this question all the time, and it's annoying to me.
Oh, so now you're gonna like spread the trauma?
That's right. I'm just gonna pass it on to
I
you.
really do feel like I'm part of the family now. That's it. You just spread obnoxious sadness. Okay. Tell me what
people
question
ask,
you
how
hate.
do you book all your amazing guests? And you know, I have to lie to them. But how do you do it, Catie Lazarus?
Well, I usually not through biking. That hasn't led to any success. In terms
You
of
might hit a
booking.
famous person.
I could hit. There was like a fantasy that I was gonna like get hit when I was living in LA for a while. Pretty big, pretty non-famous. So I was living in like a.
Hold your applause. Hold your applause, guys. Los Angeles.
I was living in a shed. First of all, I was living in a shed, and I had a friend from grad school who dropped me off, and she was like, "Do you have a window in the shed?" And I was like, "I feel like this is more like a window into my soul. Like, does it matter if there's a window? I'm living in a shed at 37, and we went to grad school together." So I did have a fantasy there of getting hit, that someone was gonna like hit me, and then maybe I'd get like a new car out of it. That was the hope. It was not the hope with the bike. I wasn't like, oh, maybe I'll upgrade to like a 3-speed or something. That wasn't the fantasy with the red truck today. How do I book my guests? I try to sleep with them, but that usually has not helped so far.
Not with Mo Rocca. Not going to work.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't realize Mo Rocca's gay. I don't think anyone else knows that.
You sound like my mother. Like
I don't know who Mo Rocca is.
Who cares? All right,
My dad's
so
like,
there
I've
you
been to
go.
Morocco. Yeah. He didn't come out on your show, did he?
No.
That would have been big news.
I did try to out Eddie Murphy on my show with no success.
Really?
Yeah, I tried it on 2 different guests. I like brought it up twice, and nobody either took the bait or cared, because it turns out that either people don't want to have sex with him, so it doesn't really matter to them. I think that's really what it comes down to.
I think
Or they're hoping that he might revive his career in, I don't know.
Norbit too.
Yeah. There's always hope for Norbit too. Who doesn't hope for Norbit too?
And I'd be happy to get a role in Norbit too.
You would?
Yeah.
See, I'm
looking for work now, Catie. Show's canceled.
No, I know what it's like to have no dignity. Look, I got hit by a truck today.
Let's talk about the talk show format, because you know you were doing stand-up for a while. How did you get into hosting your own show? Employee of the Month, and it's got a spin to it, a theme to your show.
It does. It does.
Tell
Well,
us
if
about
you
it.
fail for long enough, you too can start a show about jobs. Because I couldn't break into like write for TV, and I was like, I can write this poorly. I mean, like that reality show that you were on.
Yeah.
I mean, I can write that stuff.
Oh, so much better. Yeah.
I can write anything that bad, you
Yeah.
know? And I just like couldn't figure out, like, it wasn't like I was like, oh, I really want to get on Breaking Bad and write for something phenomenal. It was
No.
like, why can't I write Norbit too, you know? So I started this show because I'd had pilots that didn't go anywhere, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to interview people who I worship and admire. So I started with Stephen Wright.
Oh, wow.
Remember him?
Oh, remember him, yeah.
Of
Of course. Great stand-up
So
comic, Stephen
amazing,
Wright.
right? He's-
One person knows who Stephen Wright is. He's the guy on the couch from Half Baked. For those people under 30.
So that was my first interview, and it was amazing. And then Elmo,
Kevin, pre-abuse scandal.
coming out.
Pre-
I feel like that abuse scandal was totally obnoxious, actually.
Wasn't it called back? Didn't they say it wasn't a real scandal? Something happened there?
I mean, you're gonna get felt
You
up
can't-
by like a red furry puppet? Like, what's like the most dangerous thing that's gonna happen in that scenario?
I'm more scared of the Elmos in Times Square.
Yeah, those guys are out of control.
They're out of control with the anti-Semitism.
Firing, and the anti-Semitism is
Vitriol.
rampant. Yeah.